Hi friends, well welcome to my Blast from the Past video. And for all of my new people, what this is these are the videos that I am trying to finish up from my travels when I came out from Utah on my way to the Oregon Jamboree here in Oregon. So that is the time frame, and why the delay was because of medical reasons, bad internet on the road, and then later on my computer crashed and I had to get a new computer. So I've had many delays on getting and finishing up these past summer videos, and so this is for all those that still want to follow my journey, because I did get to go to some spectacular places as I was making my way into Oregon before the Oregon Jamboree and then afterwards as well. Okay, one thing I do want to mention, that this particular place that I go to here in Oregon, I am keeping kind of private on where the location is. Exactly. I do give tips of where it is at without being direct. Okay, so you can definitely pick up tips and hints, I should say, that I disclose kind of the general area of this place. But it is one of those special places that I just don't want a whole bunch of people coming into this area and ruining it. I mean, because people have been doing that, unfortunately. You get a lot of people into these places and they don't pick up their trash, they just don't take care of it, and I just don't want to take that chance with this particular special place of mine. Okay, one thing to keep in mind, as I do mention about the road going into this place, that you cannot get every rig in there as well. Class A's, Class C's, anything super long, you're not going to be able to get it in there down through the road. So just keep that in mind, in some trailers that you might pull too. So the road is a little bit sketchy, narrow at times, uneven, and it changes from year to year, and I mentioned that in the video. Okay, so what I'm also going to do is pretty much from this lake, as I get to this point, I'm going to skip after the Oregon Jamboree, because not too much happened at the Oregon Jamboree anyways. We were having to volunteer a lot of hours because they had a shortage of help. So I'm just going to skip the Oregon Jamboree and just move on to some places that we got to see after the Oregon Jamboree, because they are absolutely gorgeous. And some of those I will be disclosing where they are at though. Okay, all right, so in the meantime, I hope you enjoy this little special place of mine out here in Oregon, as I made my way back from Utah by myself before meeting back up with Kent to end up volunteering at the Oregon Jamboree. All right, so here we go. Well, good afternoon, friends. Whew. It is 2 o'clock and I am just leaving this place. I woke up at 6 o'clock, had to go to the bathroom, and went back down, and I can't believe I conked back out because the shade is completely over the van, so it's really nice. It stays pretty cool in the morning. And I just conked out, and I woke up and it was like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, oh no, I have so much to do and get ready to roll. And so anyways, lucky I'm not going very far, so probably should be about an hour's drive going, because of the off-road roads that I need to go on. Anyways, this place though is back to that soft powdery dirt. And so, like, you'll see, I'm going to show you Milo's kennel and his new setup and why I can't use the old one. The front zipper is broken, but I'm not even going to bother to sweep in there until right before I go because I have to get Milo. I'm still going in and out a few times, but wanted to show you his new kennel. Yeah, I'm sure he's really happy about it because he gets to be closer to me. All right, so we're going to be leaving this beautiful place. I'm going to show you his kennel. One more peek around and we'll be taking off and heading to a new area. So it's got the length that I wanted. He can curl up in here, and I don't need to zip up the top, so he does okay. But because I can no longer zip up that bed down there, because that's his little toy branch, his favorite toy, I can't zip it up anymore because it's the zipper's broken. I mean, both sides around, it's no longer working. So anyways, and I can't find anything to fit in there. Sorry, my floor is dirty. This place, the dirt has been awful here, and I didn't want to put any mats, so I'm going to sweep this out right before I take off because I still have to go out and get Milo. So as soon as I step back out and get him, he's underneath the van. I'll dust him off too. And he likes to be underneath the van. Then I'll sweep up in here as well. But anyway, so this is it, and I put it right down there. I'll tuck it in there. Alright, so that's where I just tuck it in there. He's like a bug snug in a rug. So, and he gets to be closer to me, and I'm sure he's much happier about it. I like it because I can fold it up and put it out of the way. Yeah, I tuck it up and put it right in the corner in there when I land somewhere. So it's nice that it's not bulky or getting in the way. Okay, there's Milo inside his little kennel. I'm going to start up the engine, get the AC going as I finish the last few things to do. Alright, he says, I'm a happy camper. I'm closer to Mom. I just gave him a syringe of water. He doesn't drink enough water, so I have to help him syringe it down throughout the day, and then he'll make up for it at night. He drinks a lot of water at night. But yeah, see, look, he fits perfectly. He just lays down in there. He's got plenty of room. Here we go. I'm pulling out of this spot. And it was a nice day here. So peaceful. I won't be able to film all of the way where I'm going because I have the directions where I need to go in my phone, and I want to be able to concentrate on where I need to go. It's not in my Garmin, it's in my Google Maps. I mean, the road was very easy to get on. I detoured on another road that I'd actually back out. I didn't trust it up ahead, and it's the one that's going to fork off down here. So I didn't trust that one. So I backed out, and then this one here was definitely much easier to go down and also back out if I felt like I needed to get out. Sometimes I'll walk it, like I walked this a little bit in just to get an idea what was ahead of me, but not too far, because I can't walk like, you know, a huge amount of distance away, but you know, somewhat. And so I see I got the idea all back in here that this was very smooth and easy to drive on. But one thing about these roads, you could come here next year, and then if they've had a lot of rain and a lot of people happen to come in, and with the off-road side-by-sides and ATVs and stuff like that, they can tear up these roads really quickly. So it can really change from year to year, and that's why I'm a little concerned, like this one that I'm going to, if I'm going to be able to get through it, because every year is so different. Okay, and then so this is just one of the main forest roads coming in here, and it's all graveled. That's that other fork road that was just over there on the right, that I did not find pleasant to go down. Yeah, so this is the main road. I'm gonna check my doors before I go down here. Second, then, just jumping out to secure all my doors. I left this door open for a second just so Milo wouldn't freak out that I was leaving. And just to check those side doors, and a wasp got in. Oh my gosh. And then he kind of wanted to be by my air vent there, so I had to I peeled off the thing that I had, because I had my cover for my screen cover for my window. It was already halfway down, other than still connected on the bottom. So I grabbed it. What else could I do to swat it out, you know? And so I was able to swat it out and jump in and shut the door. Yeah, the bees are, I don't know, actually, I think they're wasps. They're a little longer. Definitely much worse this year. I swear everywhere I've been to has been really, really awful so far in the mountains. Up in this area, just terrible. Gosh. All right, so anyways, I'll turn it around. You can see what it looks like as I'm leaving. There's this fenced area here. I'm not sure what that's about. There's a lot of other side roads, but they don't all look really decent to go down, like mostly off-road vehicle roads. So I found the next decent road that I could tell didn't have a lot of ruts in it from the off-road vehicles. Went down that road. So this is the main road that I would not feel comfortable staying, even though there was a few more people parked in here off the sides, you know, wherever they could get in. I honestly, that's just me. I wouldn't feel comfortable because this was a very busy road, people, you know, leaving and people off to the side, and I just think that wherever you attract more people, it's just not going to be as safe. So, I don't know. That's just me. Where, again, some people would not feel comfortable where I was at because I'm so secluded and all by myself, you know. But for me, that's what I actually feel the most comfortable. So this is a good road. I guess people could get in on that one, and they're just a little bit down in there. I don't know if you can see, I wasn't able to turn it fast enough, but that's a sweet spot in there if they didn't grab it, if anybody wanted to be on this main road. And that's all you do, is you just look for, you know, Google Earth, look for some main roads, forest roads, and then go down them, and then just explore. You'll find your sweet spot. Sometimes I'll use Campendium and find like a campground, or, you know, a primitive campground, and then you can, you know, adventure out from that point. Oh, I did want to point out that last year Oregon was on fire. There was fires everywhere, and they actually had a fire further down on outside of Sisters last year off of 242. So that road was closed. We were outside on the other side where Hand Lake was, where the Millie fire was. And then there was another fire by Mount Jefferson. I can't think of what the name of that one was, just in our general area. And then there was actually then a few other small ones. I mean, it was crazy. And then there was another one when we got to the Nash fire over by Wickiup Lake, and then when we got to Klamath, there was still a fire outside of Crater Lake, and there was one out by the coast by Brookings, so it was just a mess. So this year they have put bans, so there is restrictions, or stage 2 throughout Oregon, and even they've cut some of the fires on the coast other than just to certain areas. So there is a lot, yeah, a lot of bans, a lot of restrictions. They just, I guess a lot of states are now coming together doing that. Arizona did it, Utah did it, unless there was some moisture that came in, but as long as it stayed dry, that's what they're doing. So trying to reduce as many fires that they can. It's bad enough that they can get fires from lightning, you know, but when the man helps make the fires too, it makes it far worse from the campfires. And also shooting. Usually when there's stage 2, there's no shooting. So really know the area you're going to. I've kind of mentioned this before. Look at your restrictions. Find out what national forest you are going into. This is the Deschutes National Forest that I'm in. You go to their website and you look for their restrictions. What do they have going on, okay? So, and then hopefully together we can help make everything safe out there, okay? All right. Every morning too, I check any fires in this area. I want to know if something started. I go to InsaWeb is a really good resource to look at. So InsaWeb. And also just sometimes they're not always immediately current unless it gets to a certain size and they will put it there. So I also Google any fires in this particular area. So if I'm Sisters, I'm going to say any fires in Sisters area, any fires, you know, in the Bend area, or just if I'm by a lake, I'll name the lake, you know. So the more you narrow down your area and then go online and look and just make sure that you know every day whether there's a fire, because they can move quickly and you want to get out as soon as possible, okay? Okay, I'm here at the road where I needed to be, and I hope the road is going to be decent. Oh my gosh, so we'll see. Oh, motorized vehicle use restrictions to forest roads in this area. Fire restrictions. All right, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I mean, last year it was passable. Got a little hard in a few places, but we'll see. It's pretty in through here though. Just have to go really slow. Stay up on the high areas as much as possible. Looks like this might be the worst part of it. I've been through far worse with Kent. Which has helped me to know what my rig can do and not do. In some areas, the bushes have grown in, and then there's Mount Washington up ahead. Oh good, I'm in a wider section, so I'm going to let this guy go past me and I'll hug over here. It's pretty in through here, isn't it? It's just great. Okay, I'm at where we watched the solar eclipse last year. I forgot what that mountain is. Could be the top of Jefferson. Definitely that Suttle Lake out there. Really pretty. This is Black Butte right there. And there's a fire lookout on the top of it. And then that is that Mount, I believe it's Washington, that I saw signs for. Pretty cool. This was a spectacular spot when we watched the eclipse. Pretty cool. Beautiful sunsets when the clouds were here, but it was smoky off and on from the haze from all the fires everywhere here. But clear skies this year. Oh, that. See the little snow peak right there? That, I believe, on the other side could be Jefferson, but I will have to take a peek on a map and see if I can figure out. That could be, okay, I thought there was always snow a little bit near the top, but see the little peak there? A little bit of snow on a mountain peak there. I think that could be Jefferson, and then that's something else. Well, the sun's starting to set. Isn't that beautiful? The water is like glass. Last year we saw deer come out from the other side to drink some water. Don't see anything so far. You hear all the birds chirping. And Milo's inside. It's a nice spot. Made it down that hill again. I'm sure I'll make it back up fine. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was last year. Alright, so I wonder if I'll see frogs. I called this the invasion of the toads last year. Even though I don't think our invasion of the frogs. I don't think they're toads. But I wonder if they'll come out tonight, if there's any around. It was kind of funny. They'd come out, just hop around. They were cute. Let's see if we see anything. I see lots of mosquitoes. All kinds of bugs this year. Alright, well, I made it down that hill again. I tackled it last year, so I came back to a place that I had been to with Kent. Alright, so stay tuned in the next video for my actual stay here, but some of you may recognize that lake. Alright, so I got all set up, and I will share my stay here tomorrow and let you know how things went and how long I got to stay here, okay? So I hope you enjoyed my drive out to this place. I was hoping maybe to get to Link Lake, but someone was already there at Link Lake because we went there too also last year. But that's okay. This is just as beautiful and still one of my favorite spots. Alright, so I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video, and hope you enjoyed my journey getting here. Alright, see you then.